So I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your biggest focus in your life right now is relationship, like having a romantic relationship, finding a partner that is aligned to you, that can support you in the ways that you want, be the kind of person who you want to enjoy time with on this earth, this message is for you. Back in high school, this was my biggest focus of my life because I didn't have to worry about rent or a job, so the love department was where it was at. And I spent so many years and went through multiple relationships, and each time I had a relationship, I got clearer on what I actually wanted in a partner. And at the beginning, to be honest with you, I really wanted a partner that my dad would approve of. And as time went on, I realized that I needed to pick someone who I would actually get along with and who was a right fit for me. And today, I stand here before you in the relationship that I truly feel in my heart I was meant to have, because it was the process and the result of me going through all of those relationships, discovering myself deeper, learning how to stand up for myself, learning to say no to people who weren't right, learning how to not settle, because so many of us do that. We settle for things that we don't actually want, but just because we've been in that relationship for X amount of years and we feel obligated to keep going, or maybe feel pressure from other people in our life to stay when it doesn't feel true and right for us. I'm always going to be an advocate for you to tune into yourself and for you to feel into what feels true for you, because you're with yourself 24/7. You know yourself the best, and you know what you feel. And when you actually tune in to your inner wisdom, you even feel it deep. And the final thing I'll say about connecting to a more aligned partner is, if you're really focused on the outside and trying to be out there and find someone out there in the world, I promise you, if you work on your self-love and you work on being yourself and just express authentically, you will find that person so much quicker than if you try to put up all these masks or try to validate yourself and constantly look for love outside of yourself to pour in versus pouring into your own cup first. It's a huge difference. This relationship I'm currently in is the first one where I actually feel secure in myself and who I am. And I continued to grow since starting the relationship. But right before this one, I had a catalyst of someone who was not making our relationship a priority, someone who was lying to me, who clearly was not invested as I was. And I was settling for that. And I kept hoping that maybe one day this person will go back to how they were at the very beginning of the relationship. And it was kind of like an illusion that I was in, because I wasn't accepting this is how he's treating me right now. So either this shifts or I have to walk away. Like, there's something about us not wanting to be alone or feeling like, well, who else am I going to find out there? There's like 8 billion of us on this earth. What do you mean, who else are you going to find? There's plenty to pick from. So if you have certain values and you know what is aligned for you, you know what you want for yourself, you know what you bring to the table, I promise you, you can find someone. Drop any comments or questions down below. I love to interact with you guys, and if I can support further, answer any questions, or help you on your journey, let me know. I'm happy to.